Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning. I thought you were supposed to begin, bro.
Early morning
Get it
baiting.
started.
I am beginning. You begin
Early
this
in the
time.
morning.
Did you just say early morning baiting?
It's-
What does that
yeah,
sound like to you?
early morning baiting.
What does that sound like to you?
Baiting. Like when I
Master?
no. When I bathe. When I bathe. I'm bathing, bro. Early morning
Master
bathing.
in the morning.
No. Master bathroom in bathing. Yeah. Master bathroom bathing.
I'm so confused. Holy shit.
Oh, it's a throwback to Campion.
Oh yeah.
Remember when people used to say early morning bathing?
I remember when
Do you
people used to
bathe?
say, "Do you bathe? Do you even bathe?"
Okay, let's start the podcast, guys.
But yo, that's a
Don't
legitimate
start. You're the
question.
one who's
Though.
supposed to do it.
You guys talking about early morning bathing?
Yeah, but that's a
Nah,
legitimate
he's talking
question.
about early morning baiting.
No. Baden. Ding. Baden is a Brampton slang term for bathing, found in the Webster's 21st Century Dictionary under synonymous with bathing.
You're fucked. All right, welcome
While
back.
you're looking up that, make sure you hit on the internets, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, watch us on the YouTube, listen to us on all the DSPs. Don't think too hard. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, all of the above.
Welcome
See,
back.
I had to make sure I got it out first.
Welcome
I always
back.
forget.
This is episode
Welcome back.
20. This is episode 24 of the Don't Think Too Hard podcast. The podcast where Andre makes us wake up at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
That is just
We're not
ungodly.
awake already.
No, I
woke up at 6 a.m. today.
Yeah, but I went to bed at 2:30.
I was up
Me
at
too.
7, but I just didn't want to get out of bed. Then you made me get out of bed.
My girlfriend and I had a Zoom Netflix date, and we watched Queen's Gambit till 2 a.m.
Damn. Netflix
I was on YouTube.
and chilling.
Yeah,
Over
but like
Zoom.
over Zoom.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was good times. It was good times. Queen's Gambit, by the way, is an incredible show.
I don't know, man. I tried to watch it, bro.
It's
That sounds like poker.
it's a good show. It's a good
chess.
show. Yeah, and
chess.
I
chess
knew
is
it was some kind of board game.
funny thing about chess. I was in an elementary school chess team.
I love chess.
I was in a chess club in like grade 3 or something, and then I had to go to grade 8 class, and then this dude, I think his name was like Quincy or something, he was teaching me chess. So I used to know how to play chess, but I forget now. I used to be nasty in grade 3.
I tried out for a chess club before I knew how to play chess, and this dickhead just slaughtered me and demoralized me for the entire day.
You know who was really good at chess? Andrew was really good at chess.
We should bring him.
Early top?
Early top. What?
Say curly top?
Andrew?
Yeah. What
Curly
other
top Andrew?
You know any other Andrews?
I know multiple Andrews. There's one that's part of a triplet, 1/3 of a triplet. There's him.
That's a
But
trip.
do you know
curly top?
Do you know him, or is he now just
like
someone you
I knew him. There's
I know
somebody I
Alright,
used to know.
well,
Go tie. Grade 9.
somebody
Somebody
that I used to know?
Yo, that song used to bump in grade 9.
Yeah. Rest in peace,
Bro,
Avicii. Is it Avicii?
No, it's Go tie. I just said so.
Oh, never mind.
Come on now. Come on. Anyways, I'm gonna get straight into it. Johnny,
go ahead.
are you ready for your superpowers?
No.
Oh,
I heard about it. I know what you're talking about.
Whoa, wait.
Ready for your superpowers?
What's happening? No.
Black people are getting superpowers on December 21st.
Shut the fuck up. Why?
No,
Because apparently
the star of
Jupiter
Bethlehem.
and Saturn are going to align, and it's going to unlock the real DNA of people with excessive amounts of melanin in their streams. And then
I
will
want
in turn...
superpowers.
Bro, you've had
nosy and
superpower
superpowers,
for the last 4 million years or however long humans have been.
Listen, I don't know how to fly. I can't run fast. I can't even score an easy 2-yard pass from Jonny. And I definitely can't have X-ray vision. Like, where's my superpower? I want superpowers now.
No one's getting superpowers, bro.
Sorry, bro.
It's just
A lot
because
of people are
people.
getting superpowers on the 21st. Is all I'm gonna
No,
say.
it's
And
they're
then
trolling.
apparently, listen, COVID was invented to try and stop us, to try and interfere with the DNA being unlocked and prevent us from getting superpowers.
So you know,
That's
another
a
thing,
deep conspiracy fact.
it's all right. Listen, all I'm saying is, with this vaccine coming out, we're all gonna have superpowers soon, anyways.
What are you
The
talking about,
the
bro?
mRNA stuff in it.
I know
Yeah,
two
we're
people
gonna
who
get
take the vaccine.
we're gonna
They're
get
very
mutations.
normal.
We're
You hear
gonna get
about that nurse
mutations.
that just
They're-
fainted after she took the vaccination?
They're normal now. They're normal now. They will start getting mutations. They'll
Yo,
grow wings.
Years
Did
down the
y'all-
line.
No,
Did
I
y'all
don't.
hear
I
about
really don't
that-
give a shit.
That nurse who passed out after she took the vaccination?
Lots of people pass out after taking needles.
That's funny.
Me
No,
being
she's
one
a
of them.
nurse though. She's a
So
nurse. She-
just because you give needles doesn't mean you can take them, bro. Trust me.
yeah, that's
I'm one of those people.
I feel like that's a
Okay.
prerequisite. If you're a doctor,
You
you
don't
should be
need.
fine. Take it. You should be like, you got to have the stomach to do surgery, so you should have the stomach to take needles. That's I feel
Listen,
like
It's not about stomach. Sometimes it's literally just like it's like because it's like low key trauma. Like someone is stabbing you and then removing your bodily fluids or
Yo.
injecting a foreign substance into your body.
that's like being a garbage bin, and then every shift you just throw up because you can't stand the sight of garbage. It's like,
No,
bro,
it's
what-
more like being a barber with a jacked up haircut because you can't sit in a barber chair.
bro. My first barber was a Rasta, so the man never cut
Exactly.
his hair, and
But he cut
mine.
hair nice. I like.
He cut hair sick. I'm not even gonna lie.
My
That's what I'm
my
saying.
first barber was my mom.
Oh yeah, actually, my first barber when I was a kid, I wouldn't let my dad cut my hair because the razor used to scare the hell out of me when you hear that buzzing behind your ear.
Yeah.
So my mom had to take me to this barber in like downtown Brampton, and the man was like, "Yo, nah, you're sitting down and you're taking this cut because your mom is paying me. So I'm gonna cut your hair and you're gonna shut up." I was like, "Okay."
I think I know the barber you're talking about too, to be honest. I've been there a couple of times, not gonna lie. Back in grade 8 when I used to pop with what do you call those things? Mohawks. I used to have mohawks in grade 8.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
why
remember.
went to get those mohawks.
Oh no, I remember.
No, it wasn't
that used to
Mohawk.
be a
They were faux hawks. Faux hawks.
Fro,
Faux hawks.
Bro.
Faux hawks. I
not
don't know.
faux hawks.
Faux
Faux
hawks
hawks are
mean
for
it's
white
fake.
people.
What's the difference? Like,
They're for white people because the mohawk made in a black man's head is made from an afro or a mini afro referred to
Oh.
as a fro. So you put those two things together, you get frohawk.
you see, you learn something.
technical jargon.
Yeah,
that we use.
You learn something new every day. Well, I learn something new every day.
Okay, but going back to the important conversation, what
Alright.
superpower would you take if you woke up tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
We're recording this on Sunday, the
Teleportation.
20th. So, ooh, that's a good one. That's a
Just
good one.
so I
Yo,
can.
Oh,
I'll
good
be
doing
the
these podcasts
biggest-
would be so easy.
I'll be the biggest
Well, for him.
troll of
For
life,
him.
bro. Oh my goodness! I'll
You know
be
what
so
I would do?
irresponsible.
I would mess with people. If I had teleportation, I'd walk past somebody and like I would say something alarming, like I'll be on the phone and I'm like, "Babe, what you saw? He was taking something out of my ass or something weird like that," and then I teleport back and then walk by the same people.
You're
with the
having a normal
exact same
conversation.
with the exact same conversation, and then they'd be like, "What the?" And I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Oh, you would send people to mental institutions. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
terrible, sir.
You're telling me you guys wouldn't be able to do that?
What I would do, I would just like if I knew somebody, if someone I knew was just walking around a block or going for a jog, I would teleport to certain checkpoints and just be sprinting the whole time. So it'd be like Get Out, but in multiple areas, and they'd be like, "Yo, how is this guy sprinting 3.5 kilometers every 10 seconds?"
You know, imagine knowing that you can teleport and then you just join like 100-meter dash. You fucking cheater.
Would that be cheating though?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, because you're
Because
not,
you're not
running.
dashing, you're teleporting.
But you start at the same spot as everyone else, and you finished at the finish line.
Yo, that's like going to long jump and just teleporting to the end of the sand and be like, "Yo, I jumped." You'd be like, "No, bro, you jumped into a portal, and that's not fair."
How would teleportation work though? Would you be jumping into a portal, or would you be
That's
like?
what I was gonna say.
You
Do you
bend
like go
space.
poof I know, but do you like what do people see? Do people see like a
Oh.
wormhole open up and you walk through it, or is it just like you go bleep and you just
Yeah, you'd be
disappear?
like Obito.
Minato,
faster.
Oh, so I
Minato.
just go.
No, Obito would be
No,
like have that
Obito
vortex.
teleports when he does this thing. When he does this thing, and he disappears because
Yeah.
he teleports because he goes
But
inside his
It's
Sharingan.
his Sharingan. But no, but I'm talking about Minato because Minato
Minato
actually
doesn't
Oh, yeah.
teleport. He goes super fast.
Oh no, Minato.
No, he
he
teleports.
sets up checkpoints with his
Yeah.
with his
Yeah, I
Kunai.
know, but I thought he just like sends his like chakra like between them, and he goes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
at
yeah.
light
Te-
speed. I'm
so
pretty sure he
technically-
doesn't teleport. Pretty sure
technically
it's just
he
like
doesn't
light speed
teleport.
movement.
He's just like a
What?
Just
I
like
just
a
said he
circuit.
teleported.
he's basically a large circuit, and he connects.
Yeah, if we think Minato is the hardest Naruto character, I don't think he gets enough credit.
Oh no, he gets bare credit.
No, I guess he
He
gets bare
better get
credit.
credit. I saw a meme the other day, and it's like not Obito. What's his name? Madara needed like all of his whole arsenal to take down a friggin' army, and then Minato did it with 2 kunai.
Yeah,
So
but Madara is actually the goats.
I think
Well,
Madara. Yo, but is it
I
me
don't know
or is
if I'm
Madara?
really-
Madara, I think Madara is just a good fighter.
No,
Nah, man.
he's
Hashira-
actually my favorite
Hashirama, bro.
supervillain.
yo, but Hashirama, technically, if you think about it, he's way stronger than Madara.
He has.
Yeah.
He's
no,
just
he has-
strong for no
He's
reason.
overpowered.
He doesn't
He's,
do anything. He's
Yeah,
just-
the thing with
he's just a
Madara,
nice guy. And
Madara-
he'll wreck your family.
the thing with Madara is incredibly strong, but I don't. Outside of summoning, he didn't do much besides just taijutsu.
What do you mean? He has
'Cause he doesn't
Susanoo,
need to.
He had all his
That's scary, bro.
His ninjutsu from
Yeah,
being
no,
a Uchiha
Right?
and all that shit. What do
This
you
guy
mean?
took on the ninja world with taijutsu.
yeah,
Take
but that's
that
what
in.
I'm saying. I think he's more of a taijutsu fighter than he is a.
No,
he
he did-
uses bare ninjutsu. He used the friggin' meteor that he made crash down. He uses
The
Susanoo. all the
planetary
time.
destiny-
Phoenix
uh,
fireball.
He uses ninjutsu.
Yeah,
all the
I know,
time.
but
He's
I
just,
don't-
He's just masterful at mixing it together into one fluid moment.
No,
And
that's
this guy
maybe.
trained for years. Listen, he trained for years to unlock
was
all
dead
this
for years,
hidden
too.
abilities. And then Hashirama was just chilling, sitting on his chair, and he's like, "Oh, keep practicing. Go ahead, go ahead, keep
Yeah.
practicing." And then still couldn't do it.
No.
Oh my god.
Madara is just a troll. He was like, I could do Susanoo, but I'm going to show you that I don't need to. So
That's
I'm
the
going to catch
craziest
these
thing.
hands, and I'm going to decimate your army.
You know what the craziest thing about that whole show is, given what we know from strictly the show and the manga, Itachi wasn't able to do the perfect Susanoo.
And he's still
Yeah.
like,
Because he
Yeah.
was sick, bro.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know,
his
but like,
body was
and then
breaking down.
you think of how like insanely strong he would be, but like
Itachi's the best.
he was he's my favorite character. But like, it's crazy how humbling he is because he stated that Jiraiya would beat him in a battle, and I don't think Jiraiya would.
no, I don't know. Jiraiya almost
Jiraiya
took
might.
down the four pains.
I think
By
Itachi would.
himself.
Yeah.
I think Itachi could beat them.
And he was old. Like if Jiraiya
What?
was younger,
You guys don't think Itachi would beat the four pains?
Bro, that's
That's-
fighting 6 people at once.
Yeah, but you're
with the
Itachi.
same mind.
But you have
Six
you-
whole, but it's
listen.
not like they're just like clones. They're like
People-
like
yeah, I get that.
individual ninjas with like their own move set
Yes.
and
Yeah.
their own jutsus,
Listen,
and
all
they're
I'm
all
saying,
strong as hell.
all I'm saying is Itachi had this thing where if he wanted the fight to be over at any moment, the fight would be over. Isn't that the thing with Itachi? Like Itachi, he hated confrontation so bad that I think that fight's over before it even starts.
The only thing that would save him is probably the Amaterasu. Because then everyone
don't
will just
know.
burn as soon as they touch him. He'll just look
feel
at them
like-
and they'll just burn.
The only no, I
If
don't
you
even
can
think
get
so.
him in the genjutsu. If he can get him in genjutsu,
Yeah.
then he might win like instantly because they share the same
Oh,
mind. so
if
they
he
don't
got him
see
in
it.
Genjutsu, he would probably find.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because
Found the actual guy casting the jutsu.
All he had to do is give him one good smack, and his heart would stop.
Yeah.
Skinny weak ass man.
no, the thing, yeah, I think, but yeah, that's the thing. Itachi would only need to put Genjutsu, one of the pains under Genjutsu.
Yeah, because they're not actually like alive.
They all have one set of eyes.
Yeah, or one brain. And so if
No,
he
but
found
wouldn't,
the
that wouldn't
brain-
even work because he's not putting the other pains. All
No,
the,
but
all
if they
five,
share,
all five,
if they share a mind, right? So
That
if
means
you
the
get
mind is
one,
under
doesn't
Genjutsu.
technically all of them would be? right?
Yeah.
No, it would
Or is
be.
that
I don't.
wrong?
No, I don't think he'd be able to put any of them under Genjutsu. Actually,
Oh,
because they're all
because they don't
puppets.
have a mind.
They're all
Because
puppets.
you couldn't do that to
Oh, so you could only do it to
animated.
the main
Nagato.
one.
Damn.
Yeah, he's fucked.
He's done.
Itachi might lose.
done.
him.
You can't even do a full Susanoo. You're
How did
toast,
Naruto?
buddy.
How did Naruto beat him again?
He
He
used
talked
Sage
to him.
Mode.
He said, no, he didn't.
No,
he
he
went
talked
up
to
to
him.
the dude
Yeah.
and he's like, yo, you can't do this. This is really bad. And then Nagato's like, you know what? You're right. Let me kill myself.
It's like
And then
no
that's
one,
what
no one's
Let
ever
me-
talked sense into me.
let-
No one's
let me-
ever told me killing people was wrong.
Let me
So,
save. Let me
stop.
save everyone instead.
Let me bring
happened.
back life.
And he just killed himself, and that was it.
Yo,
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on. He said, yo, let me stop killing people and let me just resurrect everybody. When he could have done that the whole time.
The whole time.
That's nonsense.
Yeah.
This guy didn't even bring back Jiraiya. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, but how does that work? If he was able to bring people back to life, like is it everyone? Like, is there a time frame? Like,
Is it like everyone I've killed? Or
everyone I've killed within the hour comes
oh
back?
no. I think because when they did that, when they appeared over the village and they did that, I don't know, that supernova bomb, whatever.
Almighty push thing.
He
Yeah.
probably took that energy because that energy is required to kill that whole village. So he reversed it, right? Reverse algebra. He reversed it.
Plus
and then
minus
now
one.
he-
Plus B.
plus minus one. You're alive again. He did, instead of almighty push, he did almighty pull, and then he pulled the energy back, and then
You
He
think
has
he's
that
just,
too, though. That's a different move.
you would think about how screwed the Hidden Leaf Village would be without Naruto.
yeah.
Like they would literally
funny.
not be non-existent right now.
Yo,
That's why the show's named after the kid, bro.
okay, it should be called Minato because if Minato didn't koal his own son by giving him an actual demon at birth and letting his wife die,
Remember when Naruto said that working hard is the secret to achieving, whereas he's like literally the descendant
of the
He's
greatest
literally
Hokage with a whole demon fox and
He had
unlimited
the-
chakra.
I think the
And
chakra
he
was more of a
straight descendant of the sage, like the first sage dude.
Oh, this guy's
a
the Sage of Six
reincarnation.
Paths.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a
Yo, but
reincarnation of
was
that
he-
dude,
was
son of
he-
Minato, and had the nine-tailed fox.
That's
But
like,
work hard though.
yeah. My bloodline saves me all the time.
And you still almost lost to Sasuke. And Sasuke was a bitch the whole show.
I low-key, Sasuke is my favorite character just because he's such an asshole.
He's cool and he's really cool in Boruto.
Nah, he's a deadbeat
watch it.
dad in Boruto. This guy just looks at his daughter and is like, yo, I don't know you. What are you talking about?
This
I just
guy
know your
came-
mom.
Impregnated the mother and then just cut for 12 years. And
Yo,
then didn't
taken
come back.
that relationship is so toxic. She was
Us.
like, in Naruto, she was like, no, Sasuke, stay. And he was like, nah, revenge still. And then she was like, yo, Shippuden, stay. And he was like,
Nah, revenge.
still. And then in Boruto, he's like, oh yeah, here's your kid. I'm gone. I need to learn about myself. Even though I spent 40 years doing that exact thing, I still don't know myself. Let me redeem.
Oh my god.
Let me fuck up in all three arcs of Naruto.
He's still not as bad as Asuma. Have you
Yo.
seen that meme?
What the hell?
You're
Asuma just
terrible,
died.
bro.
He's
got
like, get her
chopped.
pregnant and die, waste my time 2020.
That's bad. That was bad. Like the line was here and you're over there.
It's like, yo, I'm gonna breed you. And then he gets blown up. He just dies.
Ultimate deadbeat dad. In every sense of the word. Because
Yo,
deadbeat.
you're terrible, bro.
Yeah, man. You crossed that line.
Yo,
That li-
that's how you know anime just provides unadulterated trauma to its audience.
The
For
trust.
no reason.
They're bad, man. Yeah, it's so. Oh my god.
It's
Anyways,
yeah.
Machi, you have a whole laundry list of things to get to. Let's get to them.
Where to start? I don't know
Oh,
where
you
to
change
start.
your locations, bro.
No, this is because everyone's still sleeping upstairs because Andre made us wake. Andre made us wake up so freaking early that
Yo, it's 9 in the morning. This is not early.
listen,
Honestly,
doesn't matter what time it is. If I need minimum of 7 hours.
I
I'm
get
gonna
up
Go
at
go
back
like
to
for
bed
7,
after.
but one half of my family gets up at like 10. So it's like they're just
Who is
asleep.
it? You? Who are you? You and who?
My dad.
You and your pops, and then the girls are the ones
and
that are
then
sleeping.
they're just sleeping. My sister, I come in a room at like 10 o'clock. She's like, yo, why are you here so early? I'm like, bro, half the day is done. Okay? You need to you need to start living. You can't be
Oh
sleeping.
my god, she's the artist for real, bro. That's the lifestyle. They live.
Yo, and she's an actual, like, you know those grumpy producers? She's like, yo, shut up. I'm gonna make this be shut up. I don't want to shut up. You she's exactly like that. I'm not finished, bro. You can't listen to it.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Sorry, I
Anyways,
interrupted you, Machi.
Yeah, go for it, man.
That's fine. I just want to tell you guys something. You guys know that there are many things on this planet that scientists deem as fact.
Like the fact that black people are getting superpowers on December 21st.
Sure,
We're gonna have to talk about this after Machi
but
talks about what he needs to
I'm more talking about the idea of there are so many quote like hypotheses
that are passed around as facts.
fact. For example, we actually don't know what's under the Earth's core, the Earth's outermost core or outermost surface.
We've only drilled like 8 miles deep.
Yes,
That's crazy.
We're just guessing that there's a hot molten core there.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Are you
And
getting
we've
into
passed
the
it.
hollow Earth theory, sir?
That's what I was just about to say. Is that
hollow
where
Earth.
you're going?
Journey to the center of
the
the
idea the idea is that the molten core is hypothesized because we simply have volcanoes and that visual representation of them and the molten lava that spews from them. And it's like what scientists do and like as they drill, as pressure increases, essentially they take what dirt is and they hypothesize what the state of this dirt and like the ground would be like at this pressure, and thus we come up with
it's just it melt at this point.
exactly and like turn into iron or whatever, bedrock or whatever. And the idea is that we actually don't know because we've never drilled far enough, because the pressure is so insanely great. And what scientists do is they take pieces of factual information
and just combine them.
But when they combine it, it's just a hypothesis.
No comprende, senor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
it makes you think, like, why aren't the oceans like boiling hot then? Because they're deeper than our land. And there's volcanoes
Correct.
on land above sea level.
And why
But
is it?
also, there are underwater volcanoes that spew out molten lava from the ground of seabeds.
Right.
Yes.
But like
However,
Mariana's Trench, which is like the deepest part on Earth, is not hot.
yeah, it's actually very, very cold.
Yeah. So if there was heat,
Radiating from the bottom,
there should be heat.
there should be some sort of
the bottom.
But what
ocean.
if it's just so cold that there's a continuous stream of molten lava that just continuously hardens as it comes out? That's what makes the rock beds.
But then, like, if it depends on how long Mariana's Trench has been there, because if the volcanic activity has been present for millions of years, and the constant heat has been present, then the ocean should have slowly risen, and maybe that's why global warming. Your ocean sea temperatures are rising because volcanic activity in the ocean floor is becoming more and more frequent.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the ozone layer. All that stuff is nonsense. Littering has no effect on it. Nothing. That's all nonsense. We figured it out.
Because adding to what Machi said about fact, this kind of goes to like global warming. but like it's a nice
Yeah,
little.
I was literally going to go into global warming. Global
Oh yeah,
warming
you
is
go
also
ahead. Then.
no. Like you can continue your thought process, but
Okay.
I was just clarifying that I am going into the idea that scientists have
Yeah.
admitted many times, and they keep pushing this, that this is just global warming is just a hypothesis.
Yeah.
It's not fact. But you can continue with
And
what you were saying.
and I think maybe like this is part of one of your points, but I was watching a I don't know, he had a bunch of credentials, but he was talking about how that the solar activity from the sun, if we were to measure that and the radiation that's emitted from the sun, it would play a greater role in the Earth's warming than anything else that humans could do. Because he made an example. I don't know if I thought about it. Anyways, but it was when you have a microwave, the microwave only heats up the water particles in whatever object that you
Yeah.
put into the contraption. So when like you have a glass of milk and you heat it up, the milk can be boiling hot, but the glass itself will be still relatively cool.
Yeah.
So on Earth, if there's global warming and the radiation from the sun increases and the solar activity increases, then the ocean temperatures could increase, while at the same time, like here, like I'm not touching the ground and burning myself or whatever, but the
Yeah.
radiation can play a pretty significant impact on the warming of
100%.
everything else.
100%.
Isn't that what the theory is though? Isn't that what they're saying is happening?
The theory is that global warming essentially is all these fumes and pollution that's going into our ozone layer,
Yeah.
that's creating
Yeah.
like this shield
The
that
whole-
doesn't allow that allows more sunlight, more
sunlight to
radiation
come in.
go through, but less to come out.
Yeah. Whereas they're just saying because the sun has its ebbs and flows in solar activity. So if it's just and it goes through a solar cycle. So if
Yeah.
it happens to be on a really intense part of the cycle, we can't
But isn't-
control what it does.
But isn't part of the ozone layer supposed to keep out the I don't want to say ultraviolet because I don't know if that's the one, but like those like
Like
frequencies
those solar
of light.
flares?
Like no, the frequencies of light that cause harm to humans. The ozone
Yeah.
layer is supposed to protect us from those. So when
Yeah.
when the hole happens, those
The
lights get through.
the
Is what
magnetic
issue is.
the Earth's magnetic field kind of acts as a protective shield around against solar flares and like solar activity. But because the magnetic poles are shifting now, that's why I remember talking about this in another
Yeah,
episode.
where the magnetic field gets wonky,
Yeah.
and this allows for more radiation to
And-
enter.
Yeah. And so that can cause a lot of problems.
And it creates an unbalance. And Andre said this perfectly a few episodes ago, where the idea that it's our fault,
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
dude, it's kind of crazy.
It's pretty. What's the word?
far
Conceited.
fetched.
It's pretty conceited. Like
yeah.
humans are
Yeah.
like, yo, we
It's
cause
arrogance.
all these things. Yes, arrogant.
like,
That's
no.
what I'm looking.
That's like
for.
putting lotion on your skin and saying, "This is why my heart's beating."
Yeah,
It's like, what?
exactly.
This is what makes my blood flow.
100%. And it's like
because like
it's
I'm not denying that like we have like some sort of effect to maybe speeding it up or whatever, but I feel like
it was gonna happen.
I'm
Regardless.
almost certain it would have happened anyways.
That's
Yeah,
like
I
having
don't-
high cholesterol and then putting on Tiger Balm and saying this is causing high cholesterol. That's too much, bro.
Or it would be your body already has high cholesterol,
Yeah,
and it would have had it, but people say it's the McDonald's fault that you have high cholesterol. But it's like you had it before eating McDonald's.
yeah.
All
You
I'm
just-
saying is that the Earth went through an ice age, a melt,
It did.
multiple planetary disasters
It did.
before humans had any impact
And-
on that whatsoever.
Another thing geologists have said that they actually say is worse than the warming is they said in the last 4 periods where there's been a global warming, there's been a steep drop off in temperature afterwards. So like
Yep.
we're at the peak. If you like they graphed it out, and were around the same peak where the other periods were at, and then
Pre-ice
afterwards
age.
in those periods they had a serious drop in temperature.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're probably due. Like the ice age is worse. Anything is worse
That'd be way
than
worse. To me, that'd be way worse.
yeah.
An ice
I
age?
fucking hate cold.
You
Yeah.
gotta wear
Oh
those
my
Canada
God.
Goose in your bed, bro. Can you imagine? You gotta
I
wear
would-
your
Yeah.
jacket.
No, but I feel like we'd be able to. Would we be able to survive an ice age?
You'd have
It
to go
depends.
underground.
No, it depends on what temperatures
we
are
live in
required for an
Canada.
ice age.
We're
I know,
dead.
but like, isn't ice age -20 or like
Negative
-70?
40. Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
Because
saying
like if
is
it's
that
-70, we're not living. But
it's
if it's
ice
negative
age-
20, we can make it through.
if it's an ice age, that means like majority of things are covered in ice,
Yeah.
which means it's got to be cold. Oh,
Yeah, but remember there was an ice storm that one year where everything was covered in ice.
Yeah,
but I still
imagine
went
that.
to the mall.
Yo, but imagine that
the craziest thing.
for 20, 40, 63,000 million years, bro.
But I'm dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you freeze to death by the time.
No, if
How,
I-
how would you bury somebody in an ice age?
You don't.
You
just
throw them up in the
leave them
air,
there.
and the air particles will just freeze them up like that.
And then
Or you
you'd
just
fall,
take a
and you'd fall, and then like in those cartoons, you just shatter.
That's what I was saying. Or just take a chisel and just be like, ting ting, and the whole thing breaks. That's how you bury the mandem.
Yeah.
Man,
Pouring
everybody
out for
gets
the
a
mandem,
piece
just
in
drop
the
ice
jar.
cubes on the floor. Yeah,
Yo, the
no, I
only thing that
not
would
be
survive is alcohol, because it takes longer.
I don't
to
think so.
freeze.
I still, but alcohol freezes too.
not
Yeah,
vodka.
Vodka
No,
freezes.
absolute
No,
vodka.
it does not.
I froze vodka
I
before.
keep vodka in the freezer, bro. It doesn't freeze.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is
bro.
it that one time I feel like I was at a party and my vodka froze?
I don't know what you were doing with it, or maybe someone
Maybe
gave
it
you
was a
water and lied
Smirnoff
to you.
Ice.
Maybe it
Yo.
was maybe it was like a Ciroc or something like that.
Yo, did you guys hear about that time in LCBO? The Mandem filled absolute vodka with water. It was like a whole situation. Where
What?
you pay $40 for your vodka and you drink it and it's water. That's nuts. That was nuts.
How do you even
This is
fight
a
that?
couple
Like, how
years
do you
ago.
bring it back to the store and be like, "Yo, this is water"? And he's like,
Yo,
"Prove it."
how-
I was like, "I don't know how. Drink some." He's like, "I can. I'm working."
Yo,
I was like,
I
"It's
think-
water, though."
I think they found out, but like maybe someone brought it back and then they went on their shelves and they probably drank it from the store and they were like, yo, this is actually H2O. Holy shit. Oh, we gotta call the police, bud. Oh shit. Martha? Can you get the authorities contacted, please? Oh god.
You're fucked.
That's what it is.
It was too early in the
Oh.
morning. I just get
I know.
hysterical.
Trust me.
What's wrong with you people, bro, man? Don't you have jobs and or school?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
something
Listen,
that requires
here's the
you to
thing.
be mentally
But I
active?
just
No, I
finished,
get
so my
that.
brain shut off.
Here's the thing. With work and school and stuff like that. For those events, I go to bed at 10:30.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
you know what time we were recording from time, bro.
I get that.
You
but
made the decision, bro. Don't
Time
come to
management
me.
skills.
Well, listen, I never made the decision.
you did.
I agreed to said decision.
Yes.
Honestly, I
but-
agreed, and then I was like, I should have said 10. And I was like, you know what? I'm already committed. I'll just do it.
What I'm saying is, you knew we were doing 9, and then you could have chose last night to be like, you know what? I gotta
woke
go
up
to
at
bed
8.
early because
I
I gotta
wo-
wake up in the morning.
I woke up at 8 and I was like, should I say I overslept?
Bro, when you message in the chat, it's like, you guys getting ready? It was like 8:45. I was like, yep. I was still in bed, bro.
Oh no. I was getting ready.
I told myself,
Oh
yeah, I'm gonna
my
get up.
God.
I look at my clock.
I was getting ready at
give me-
8:25. It took me a nice 25 minutes to like regain my strength and pull myself out of bed. It kind of reminded me of high school.
Guys, bro, I'm on a tight
Yo,
schedule.
I'm
today,
Getting
bro.
getting the willpower to get out of bed during high school. Ugh.
CSL,
Needed to get it done.
That was a deep thing, bro.
No, but
Six
CSL
at
CSL was
5:25.
fun. Yeah, but CSL was fun. Like I woke up. I didn't sleep that night before CSL games. I was like wired.
Yo, my
was ready to
paranoid
go.
self was like, yo, watch me get kidnapped on the way to school, bro. And no one's gonna know because it's 5 in the morning.
No one
I'm not
wants your
gonna-
ugly ass, bro. Chill.
I played CSL. I played CSL in grade 12. So every time it was CSL, I got car privileges and I was able to drive.
I didn't get my license
But
until
I was
basically
so
this year,
I
so I have.
was I would think with that. Yeah, I was so scared to park at our high school parking lot with the amount of hooligans we had. So I always parked at Cassie.
So you
Yo,
walked.
you drove to CSL, bro?
Yeah.
You couldn't
I
hit me a
didn't.
ride, bro? Yo.
Why would I give the ride to the same person who went to Patrick and Johnny's birthday and didn't even think about inviting me?
I didn't send the invites, fam.
Yeah, but you went to the party, so it's partially your fault.
Yo, I honestly want to let you know that I
will die. I will
I'm
die.
not responsible.
I will
who
die
you
with
got
I will
invited.
die with that on my gravestone. Wasn't invited.
Johnny wasn't focused on friends. He was focused on talking to a girl. And he was focused
Who?
on trying to court a specific woman who he gave a teddy bear to try and cool.
Yo,
Oh,
that is a hilarious story, bro.
well, we have 3 minutes. Or
No.
after 3 minutes.
Let's break it now and then come back and tell this thing when we come back.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right. We'll be right back after these messages.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome back
Welcome back
Welcome back.
after a break.
after our break.
Commercial
Of epic
break.
proportions to
See,
build suspense,
build suspense on this story. It's
even though none of
Quite.
you guys will feel this break
quite
that we just took.
So it was brutal. I was
quite
waiting.
hilarious story.
All right.
All right, let's
Oh.
get it moving.
So there was this girl. I don't think I ever told you the story, Machi. Okay, so
I was
this
at the birthday party.
will be the first. This is funny, man. So there was this girl in my biology class in grade 11, and it's funny that it was biology, but spare me the jokes.
Explore the
So-
human body, right?
Yeah, bro.
That was the goal.
So I was like, yo, this girl is really pretty,
Wow.
and
Every
and-
girl's really pretty.
No.
yes, in the eye of the
No.
beholder, but that's
Anyways,
a topic for another.
continue.
So I was like, oh, this girl's really pretty. So I'm like, in my head, for the whole semester, I'm mulling over. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna ask this girl out? Because me and her used to go talk and joke around and stuff. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And I was terrible at talking to girls. So I don't know I have no game. So I remember one time, it was Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
And then we had mass, right? On Valentine's Day.
I don't know.
No.
I don't remember.
I'm sitting in the cafeteria with Patrick and my other friend from I can't remember what class it was. But I was like, yo, how am I gonna do? I should ask her out today, right? And they're like, yeah, bro. And then you know how they do they have those gifts? Like
A
you
rose?
can send an anonymous rose and a candy.
I sent one to Josephine.
Yeah. So I didn't do that because I
In grade
forgot
12.
and I was poor. So so I'm like, yo, I should have done that. And you're like, yeah, but like you could find something else. So I was thinking, and I was like, what about my childhood teddy bear? Like I have had this teddy bear since I can remember. Let me give her this sentiment. Oh yeah,
That's
a
not
good
weird.
part.
That's not
at
weird.
all.
That's not weird.
But I'm like, I have to get it to her today. That teddy bear is sitting in my bedroom. How am I going to get there? And this is where it gets interesting. I planned this Mission Impossible theme trip where I'm like, okay, next class, I'm going to go because I'm usually the quiet one in class. So I'm just going to randomly ask my teacher to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And when I get out, I'm going to sprint home. I'm going to sprint home, get my teddy bear, sprint back, and act like nothing happened. Everything's normal. So I'm like, miss, can I go use the bathroom? She's like, yeah, cool. So I calmly walk out. I calmly go down the hall. And as soon as I turn the corner,
It's like, meow.
I jump down 3 flights of stairs. This is how campaign is suspect with the security because I bust out the door, no one sees me. I'm running home now. I'm a student. You should be taking care of me. I shouldn't be able to get out of class that easy. I'm running home now. And then I have my keys. I had to stop on my locker. I get my keys, running home. I get in my house. It's weirdly empty. Like it's weird to know that this is where I should be at school, but my house is dead empty. So it was weird. I get my teddy bear. I'm sprinting and I'm sweating. I'm like, how am I gonna cool off before I get to class? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna time it. I'm coming back into the school. I'm like, well, what if the doors are locked? But they weren't.
They're they're never locked.
So then I put the teddy bear in my locker. I get back into class. She looks at me funny because I guess I took a long time. But other than that, she didn't say anything. So I'm like, cool, I got this. I'm like, yo, this is sick. This is gonna be such a sick story. And then at lunchtime, I was like, okay, I'll ask her out at lunchtime. So I think it was Andre, Patrick, and a bunch of other guys that were just hyping me up. He's like, yo, just go do it, bro. And I'm like, yo, it's so nervous. So then we go upstairs and she's at her locker. And because we share homeroom, her locker is nearby mine, but she's with her friends. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to take this fat L on my chest and just go up and talk to her in front of her friends. Oh my goodness. But lunch was almost over, so I had to do it.
It was better in front of our friends than in front of the whole school.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, because I'm not doing that in the Matrix. Demand them. Oh, anyways. So I go, I'm like, yo, can I talk to you for a sec? And her friends looked at me, and I guess they knew what was going to happen, so they just
yeah. But did you? Okay, so before you continue, did you have any like? Did you talk to this girl before?
Yeah. I knew her because I had a friend who was also in that class who was friends with her, and so I used that as the way to like
I see
my way in as a
connect the connection.
Yeah, to get a connection.
All right.
So she knew me from before, so it wasn't like this is the first time I ever talking to her.
All right. I gotta say it's gonna be weird if you're like, hey, I got you a teddy bear. But yeah, okay, continue.
So she's staring at me. She's like, what's going on? So I didn't rehearse any of this, but I go on this crazy. I'm like, yo, like you're probably the prettiest girl I've ever seen in the school, and you're like the way your personality is what makes you even more beautiful than just your looks, and all this sugary, sweet nonsense stuff, whatever. And then I thought I was doing sick because while I was talking, she went like this twice. I'm like, okay, this girl's shedding tears. It's in the bag, bro. And then I was like, oh, and as a gift, I didn't get you any flowers, but I got you this teddy bear because whenever you see it, I want you to think of me or whatever. And then I asked her out. I was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And then she was like, maybe. And I was like, you know what? It was a good effort. It was a good effort, you know? It was a great effort.
So what happened after that?
So I walked back because all mans are watching.
She took the teddy bear, put it in her locker, closed the locker, and just walked off into the night.
Did she text you at least, or did she call you and say thank you? Or
there's a little bit more to the story. So I'm walking back, and this other girl who I used to be in class with was listening the entire time. She's like, oh, that was so cute. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you speak. You told nobody about this situation.
People don't understand how disrespectful saying something is cute is, bro.
Yo, you think I'm a damn dog, bro? I'm not a fucking puppy. Yo, you better watch your mouth. So then I told the guys, and yo, I read you guys because you guys knew I took an L. Because I was like, yo, she said maybe. And she's like, yo, that could be yes, though. And I was like, you know what? You guys are my friends, bro. You guys
you need to have
looking
some
at the right side of things. Yo, I respect that. And then like maybe a week later, I was late to class. I was late to one of my classes, and I guess she came in late too. And we hadn't really seen each other since that time. So she's like, okay, I need to talk. Can I talk to you for a sec? And I was like, okay. Here's the L.
Here
And
you
then she was really nice about it, but she was like, but it's like she said, I can't remember what she said, but then she ended up saying, "Oh, it's just a no." I was like, you know what, fair. She gave me back the teddy bear, so she didn't keep it. I was like, you know what, I respect that
Yeah.
because
Stop
I
it.
if I didn't see it in my room anymore. So then I went about my day, and that was and that was it.
You're gonna have to repeat that last part, bro. You froze. Relive the trauma.
Oh,
one more
I
time.
heard him.
Oh,
I heard him.
You heard him?
Yeah.
Oh, you froze for me. Damn.
She-
All right,
she
fine.
was-
Well, Matchy's the one recording, so it's fine. That means
All
you're
right,
recording.
all right.
That's not that bad.
It's okay, John. Chin up, brother. There are plenty
That's
fish
good,
in the
man.
sea.
I wish I had stories like that,
But yo,
bro. But
okay,
I don't be asking girls out, so I
There's
don't know.
there's a
I have one story from grade 7, but elementary school love is the dumbest thing in the whole world, so I'm not even going to bring it up.
there's a prologue, an epilogue to this story. So at my old work, where I used to work at a grocery store, I was chilling. I was just working one day, and then I see her. I hadn't seen this girl in like 3 or 4 years.
Mhm.
So I'm like, hey, whoa, what's up? What's good? And then she looked at me and she was like, you look so different. And I'm like, is that? And she was with her grandma. So I'm like,
yeah.
and this is just me being respectful, but I'm like, this,
Mhm.
I look back at it and I was like, this is weird. I was like, I shook her grandmother's hand. I introduced myself.
Hello, I'm Jonathan.
Hi, my name's Jonathan.
I'm the one your granddaughter rejected in front of my friends.
And then I ended up meeting, on another occasion, I ended up meeting her mom. And her mom, I don't know what it was. Her mom was like, looked at me. She was like, you're such a handsome, she'll be with her daughter, with the girl. She's like, you're just a handsome young man. And like, look at her. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That's
do that.
weird. I asked her out already.
You
Let
could
me
have been
take the L in
you
peace.
could have been my mother-in-law, but you fucked up. Your daughter fucked up.
You're just so cute. You're a
Watch
cute
what
young
happens,
man.
bro. As soon as quarantine is over, you're gonna go to the mall one day, and she's just gonna be there again, and the
Nah,
story's gonna continue.
Nah, man, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm like, let me take my L in peace. Don't dangle it in front of my face years
Like,
later.
Don't come back to my life.
You know how many calories I burned on that run, and you're just gonna slap my dick. Yeah, but that's
She's
when
the
I
reason for your fitness success. That's why, bro.
yo trust. That's when I realized I was a hopeless romantic, and that my life would be terrible in that aspect because I
And then
wanna
you
live it
spent the
through
next however many years rejecting your
Yo.
true self.
Allow
It's
me,
okay.
bro.
And then a few
And
years later, you got some swinger invitations. Look at you doing great for yourself,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Yo,
He
it's
took the
crazy.
hopeless romantic, removed the romantic, and just left hopeless.
And just
bro.
was hopeless, bro. I was just like, you know what? I don't want none of this. I don't want anything. So yeah, that was my story.
That's great, bro. Yeah, no, I wish I had stories like that, but I really don't.
No,
man.
you don't want stories like that, bro.
I do want stories like that, bro. I wish I did. But like anything I've ever been in is just kind of like been like one of those things you fall into type thing. So
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
It happens.
I got my heart broken by my grade 7 crush one time too. Don't worry, man. Don't
Damn.
worry. I was
That's rough.
Yeah. Grade 7. It was a tough time. Yeah. You know what though? I'm usually the guy who gives relationship advice. You know what I mean? I'm not very good at it because
I was about to say why.
no relationship. Like I don't know why I'm the guy. I always end up being in the middle. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't
You're
want
a
to brag,
mediator.
but like I feel like so the way it works is I feel like I know a lot of people.
You do know a lot of people.
So what
Like an
happens?
obscene amount of people.
So what happens?
Almost an unhealthy amount of people.
So
Like
I
what
don't know
more
how
than
you
I
keep
am
up with all those
confused.
people, bro.
I don't know how I do it either. So what happens is I introduce one group to another group,
Oh, you're
and
Cupid.
then somebody from that group like that person, or that person like this person, or
And you're that guy.
and I'm the guy who's gets the DM after said hangout. Hey, yo, do you have her Instagram or his Instagram? Do you have his number? I would like to talk to him. Yo, what's he like? He's good. He's a cool guy. Oh, can you set up maybe another time where we can all hang out together? And then you know what happens? One of them, it doesn't go well for them.
And then
I'm the motherfucker who gets blamed. Like, dude, I just want to go bowling.
yo, you got a bad Yelp review, bro. You sending
That's
people
why
up that
you-
aren't suited for each other.
I didn't.
That's why
oh,
you
listen,
never put your neck on the line for nobody. Listen,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If someone says, "Is this guy a good guy?" You be like, "Hey, listen, what I see is this, but when he's at home, when
I
he's
don't
with
know.
other girls,
He's a
I
different
don't
guy.
know what he'd be doing, bro. I
No,
don't know.
but here's the thing. I don't. I don't do that. Like, there's never been a situation. My situation's always been, hey, can I get their person's Instagram? Can I get person X's Instagram? Can I get person Y's number? I'd like to text them. And then it would be like, okay, person Y said this. You know them more than I do. What does this mean?
Oh
I'm just
my
like,
goodness.
I
And
don't
You gotta
then
be
you say, like,
interpreter.
I don't even know
This
what
is
that
what-
means, though.
You know, you'd be like,
you know what the craziest thing was? One time I got a text message where I was like, "Yo, what does this mean?" And it was literally like, "Can't hang out. I got a love errands to run." And he, like, the person who was texting me, like, forwarding this message, I was like, "The fuck you think it means?" Their person Y is going out to get errands. Like,
Yeah.
they can't hang out because they're busy all day.
they're trying to speak their traumas into you and like put their insecurities like
Yeah,
errands means dick. And that errands
Like,
is happen of
I'm
other
going
people.
to an appointment, a dick appointment.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, I love being a part of that stuff when it's happening to other people. Like, what there's a boy that was having a whole lot of girl problems, and then like he was showing me texts and stuff, and he's like, "Yo, what do you think this means?" And I'm like, "Yo, honestly, bro, like the way she's acting to you versus the way she's texting, yo, it just doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of, yo, she's low key sneaky.
Yo, she's moving booky, bro.
So
Acting like I'm a professional. No, I don't.
So, yeah,
know, bro. I've been
I-
out the game for time. I don't know how girls be acting.
Me too.
But
I feel like
pretend like I
if Josie left me, I'd be a little screwed.
Bro, I have no social skills.
That's the thing. I don't like. Listen, like, I feel like I know a decent amount of people, but I don't think I'd be able to meet new people. If that makes sense. I don't have the confidence nor the.
You don't have to meet new people. You already know everybody. Just pick
Yeah.
them.
No, but then no. Listen. Here's the problem with picking one. One thing I hate doing. One thing I'll never suggest is going for a friend.
Listen,
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
that's-
for a fact that not all of your friends are like friends, because that's not possible. So you pick the friend that's like they're
An
around.
acquaintance,
Like,
actually.
like
All
they
right,
can
wait,
be, you
wait,
can
wait.
take them or leave them.
Wait, what? First, I gotta make sure Josie doesn't leave me. Okay? We gotta make sure. So we gotta settle down.
Yeah.
We got settle down in the FIFA play, and then start doing skating reservations.
Of course.
Yeah, going to buy
Oh
pudding.
yes. That's what I meant to say. Actually,
We wish
Like,
longevity in your relationship.
honestly, that's what I meant to say. By like pick one who's not your friend. I meant like stay with who you are. That's what it actually means. If you read
Yeah.
between the lines, I think that's what you would have picked up from
Yeah.
what I was describing.
Here's the
If
thing.
you're picking up what
I-
I'm
I-
putting down, you would have got that.
Here's the thing. I'm not picking up shit. Here's my back.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's dangerous, bro. When you're back out there, bro, just let me know.
I don't know.
I
I
just
don't know,
I just need
like-
you to tell me about all your adventures.
bro. I don't know how to get there anymore. I don't even
Here.
know how I got there in the first place. Or at any point, at any time, if you're like, yo, how did you do this? I'm
Work at
gonna
a
tell
grocery
you,
store.
I have no clue. All I did was frequent an area, and then this happened. Other than that, no idea.
Did you ask your exes out, or did it just happen?
Yeah, but like it was to a point where it was if I didn't, it was so obvious. It was, and that's the only way it works for me. Like it was so obvious that I had to, that if I
That they're
didn't,
just
it
like-
wouldn't make sense. I'd be like, a playboy or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be like,
okay. I feel
feel that.
okay.
So I'm like,
Yes.
that's why you're always hanging out with me because you like me. Oh, that makes sense.
This is why you laugh at all my jokes. It's not because I'm funny. It's because I like you.
You maintain eye
right, no.
contact with me because you're interested in me.
Yeah. So for any of those young, handsome bachelors out there, just shoot your shot, man. What do you got to lose?
Or don't. Actually, don't.
Wait,
Just
what?
live your life. Hold on. You gotta. If you're on the market, you have to sell scarcity because if you have a low supply, there's gonna be high demand. You're gonna generate it somehow. So what you do is you act like you don't need anything. Or no, if you don't, it's better you act like it. But if you are just fine by yourself, then that's perfect. And then
Honestly, the relationships I've been in have only happened after I'm like, you know what? I'm done looking. I literally like I'm done with this. I don't care anymore.
so you just live your life and people are like, oh, this guy's just living life. That's so cool. I want to live life with him. And then it just happens.
Johnny remembers I went through like a year of just being asexual. I just told everyone I was asexual. I was like, I'm done with it all. And I was like a real mindset. Like I didn't care about like sex at all. Didn't look at women at all. I didn't talk about it at all. I was just moving my life, living my life.
Yeah.
See the way my life works is it was like I met Josephine, and at the same time I got an offer to go play in the States.
Oh.
And it's like, well, to be fair, there was a lot more in my decision that told me not to go to the States, but it was just a funny coincidence. I was like, God, thanks for putting incredibly difficult decisions into my life.
Sir, you should remain here, but I'm also going to supply you with your dream. Side.
It's like, go for it. Yeah, so that was that. There was more into that factor, but it's just funny how life works, where you have a set plan and like your dreams are over there, but it's like something else here happens. It's like, whoa, I can't pick.
What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do?
It worked out because, in my humble opinion, I wouldn't have made it anyways. So now I have a 6-year long relationship, so we're good to go.
Well done, sir.
Oh my God, it's gonna be 7 soon. Holy fuck!
It's gonna be 7. Oh, like years. I thought you were saying the time. I was confused for a second. I was like, what time did we start? Mad confused.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we're at the time of the podcast where we need to throw in some footy talk just to maintain our
Okay, can I start?
Sanity.
Can I start?
Yes, go for it.
January is in 11 days.
Milan is winning 2-0.
Okay.
I'm done.
Dortmund at Black and Yellow on Twitter. At I don't give a fuck. Your board of directors. Here's what you need to do for January. Okay. Get as much money as possible for you get Jadon Sancho. Please. If it's 60 million, take 60. You paid 15 for him. You could have had 90 in the summer. You didn't. You fucked up. That's fine. Sancho has been our second worst player. Can you believe that? A guy who was nominated for the team of the year last year, a guy who's broke Bundesliga records, a guy who's
that's how thing works,
dude,
though, bro. That's how youngsters work, though.
It's
man.
not
like,
that
you have to
like, dude. This is a youngsters fluctuate from flashes of brilliance to low points to flashes of brilliance.
Think about Benteke. Remember Benteke, bro? Remember how disgusting he was for a year?
Yo, now but here's the thing with Sancho.
I think it was
Benteke was nasty. Benteke was not. Sancho had 3 years of record-breaking brilliance. Now he's a turnover machine. He's a liability going forward. He's a liability going back. Every time Sancho, this is where the point where it's happened. Last year, I was in a state where if Sancho had the ball, I said, Sancho, take it, Sancho. Like, go forward. Now, I'm just like, just fucking pass it back. Don't lose the ball. Pass it back. That's the difference between Sancho's play. Dude, this guy is, I don't know if it's because he's upset that he didn't get the move to Man U. I don't know if it's the pressure talking. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this kid. I don't know if it's the no fans in the stands that makes him completely disinterested in the game. I don't want that negative attitude in my favorite club. Zorc, if you can get 60 million for him, get rid of him, please. Gio Reyna, he's great. You can't sustain a season's worth of offense through an 18-year-old. Marco, I love you to death, bro. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. Injuries caught up with him. Maybe that's the case. He's a good player. Can't play every game. Don't play him every game, please, for the love of God. Thomas Munier, sit him on the bench for the rest of the season. Julian Brandt. Here's the thing with Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt's an incredibly frustrating player because every game is the exact same. For first 25 minutes or the last 25 minutes, it's brilliant. I've never seen a player play so good in my life. The rest of the game, I don't know. The problem is we're losing to clubs we should be beating. We were gifted. You know what Bayern's record was in the last 5 games? They had 2 wins and 3 draws. Bayern had 3 draws in a row.
That sounds
and we couldn't capitalize. And we couldn't capitalize. We couldn't find a new manager. This intern stuff. I don't know what the point is with intern managers. It drives me nuts. It's like if you're firing your coach, have a backup plan in place already.
They should.
But it was an emergency.
Like that was no, it's not an emergency. You got blown out by FC Cologne. You got blown out by Stuttgart. Like, and I mean blown out. You got blown out by Stuttgart 5-1.
Yeah, no, it should never be an emergency. It's like
it's not. Like
basically,
listen,
if your manager is doing bad, it should be like, okay, sit down with your manager. Be like, I'll give you this many games. You need this many points. And then as soon as they start missing those targets, you should already have someone else on the phone.
100%. Like
I think it's hard to find managers to suit your style of club.
Pochettino is sitting at home picking his ass right now. I need him. I need him. Okay.
Or
maybe that's what he is. Maybe that's what he's doing right now.
Or
he's
me
weighing his decisions.
Mate, I don't know.
People at Man U say he should go to Man U too.
Man U is on a complete. I don't know why Man U fans are talking. We're shit and we're in 5th. Or no, 4th. Man U in 12th or where the fuck they are. I don't know.
They're actually in like 5th.
I don't give a shit what Man U is. I don't care.
You're up.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Like I don't care. That's not the point.
Listen.
No. Wait, I'm not done talking. Let me vent my frustrations. I waited.
15th.
Listen, I've been waiting since Friday.
5th.
I've been waiting since Friday to vent these frustrations. All right, you blew 3 out of the last 4 games were easy, and you blew all of them.
See.
You have an intern manager. Listen, intern managers usually don't work unless you get lucky. And how you get lucky, you have an organization like Bayern Munich where the team is kind of on autopilot and it runs by itself. That's when an intern manager works, and that's why that Flicks guy won the treble. And how he didn't win Best Manager of the Year, I have no fucking idea.
Man U's tied for points with City.
Okay, ignore my last comment then. Like, listen,
Arsenal
all I'm
in
saying,
a shambles. Oh my days. Sorry.
Lyon has Memphis Depay for sale at 5 million euros.
Milan should
please,
just scoop him up.
Dortmund pick up. No, he was linked with Dortmund. That's what I'm saying.
Dortmund,
pick him up, please.
We'll make him a legend, bro.
Okay, and then another thing, buy a fucking center back for the love of God. For the love of God. And buy center backs that can head the ball from corner kicks. You know how many games we've lost? You know how many games we've lost where we've only conceded corners? We lost to Cologne 2-1, conceding corners. We lost to Union Berlin, conceding corners.
That's actually kind of strange.
You can't have the same problem for the last 3 seasons. Like corners cost us that title title winning run.
You can.
I looked at your square. I'm like, Andre, you gonna let that slide, bro?
Listen.
Really?
All I'm saying is I'm incredibly frustrating. This team, the way we're playing right now, if Erling Haaland doesn't come back soon, we can kiss Europa League goodbye. That's all I'm saying. That's the end of my conversation. Erling Haaland and I'm telling you this: Erling Haaland, Berkey, and Hummels, with the exception of one every 4 games, are the reason we are where we are.
Do you realize that you're fighting for a spot in Europe?
You realize we have.
Do you realize
here's the
Arsenal thing. Is 4 points off the bottom 3,
but
and Burnley has 2 games in hand?
But here's the one problem I have with that. Here's the problem with that. Arsenal on paper don't have a good team. No disrespect, Andre.
We're
Arsenal,
not the 15th best team in the Premier League.
Oh no!
I'll tell you
listen,
that.
I know you guys are better than that. Okay, but here's the problem: this Dortmund lineup, if up and down our lineup, we have the best team we've had in years. I think this is a better team than we've had in 2013 and 2012, and it's just. I don't know.
The U23s played a back line that was more expensive than the back line that started in the Premier League.
What?
Rob Holding was given the captaincy yesterday. This 20 whatever year old kid with David Luiz standing right beside him was given captaincy. We struggle scoring goals. You start Eddie and Ketia, who struggle scoring goals, over Lacazette, who at least provides some experience.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, here's the thing that I'm thinking that's making me feel better about this whole situation. Is you have Spurs in first, you have Barcelona in 7th,
and you have Arsenal
in 15th.
15th.
So I'm willing to stop the count, take the season as a write-off, and go back in the next season with the same statistics from
Liverpool scored 7 goals yesterday.
Yeah,
they almost tallied our season total.
Oh,
1 game.
Yo, can we stop and appreciate how underrated Mane is?
He's not. I don't think he's underrated. He's nasty.
I don't think he's I think he's underrated heavily. By the way,
I think Firmino is underrated for sure.
I think so
Firmino is definitely underrated.
But Mane,
I don't
is just
care.
disgusting.
Mane's nasty.
He's
That's
a monster.
Great. Good for him. Good for him. You know how many games we won in the last 2 months?
3.
This many.
Oh.
No, this many.
Oh my.
We have 4 wins, 2 draws, 8 losses.
That's bad.
We have lost more games before
sorry.
Christmas than like we did all of last season.
Yeah, that's bad. Honestly, the only
Yo,
bright
bring
side.
Unai back.
Bring Arsene Wenger back. What the
we kicked the manager out of our club for coming 5th. Then we kicked another manager for leading us close to 8th place.
Mourinho got fired for winning the Europa League. So
sooner or later, you guys are gonna hire managers to keep you out of relegation, bro.
That's a scary thing. You ever wonder?
We could have got Ancelotti. Okay, Ancelotti is now coaching Everton, who are in 2nd place.
Everton, bro. That's mad.
Here's the one good thing I could bring from all this shambolic nonsense I watched over the weekend.
That Milan are playing beautiful, orgasmic football.
Not even that. Yusufa Moukoko becomes the youngest player in professional soccer to score. 16 years and 20 days.
Moukoko.
He's not Freddie Adu, so I don't rate him.
Did you guys see his first goal?
No.
This against
why?
He is disgusting.
I don't care.
Listen, Yusufa
Soccer footy brings me 0 joy.
Yo, I'm saying we're watching the Wimbledon. We're not watching the Euros this year. We're watching Wimbledon and the French Open.
I'm down for that, man. I'm down for that. Honestly, with the way Poland has been playing, I don't want to watch Poland either.
Have you guys seen the VAR decisions from yesterday?
Don't even.
Oh yeah, yo, Johnny,
I'm not watching. We're
hold
not
on.
watching Euros this year.
Johnny, I don't want to. I don't want to shit on the Serie A,
No.
but I
Their
was watching.
decisions are actually shambolic too.
I don't know if you guys were reading the group chat while Milan was playing. I think Andre and Patrick, and I think you were watching the Milan game as well. I said, my Milan updates are going to come from them. I decided to watch the Napoli game. The officiating in this game, I've seen better officiating in Bolton Wanderers U17 elite
Don't
level.
you dare.
No,
Bolton had some of the worst refs I have ever seen.
Listen, I'm talking about refs where I've got a red card I got one yellow for standing in front of a free kick. And he did a quick free. He did. But I was walking past the ball, and the guy tried to do a quick free kick and shot it directly at me.
I've seen those given too. Yeah, it's a shambles.
I was walking back. The referee's like yards, and I was walking, and I was like, he's like back up white, and I was walking backwards, like I was stepping backwards, and he tried to do a quick free kick and shot it in directly into my knee.
I would do that. I did that to get people carded all the time, bro.
And another thing, and another one. I was running with the ball, and I tried to turn my back, and the guy ran into my back and fell over, and I got my second yellow. And that's how bad the officiating was at Bolton. Shit I saw in the Napoli game was worse. With
that, listen, you got to end it, man. I can't talk about footy anymore. Just end the podcast. We're done.
We're done. Johnny, you have 1 minute to talk about how happy you are with Milan.
Yo. It is actually refreshing to see my team play with an actual identifiable style of play where I'm like, I know they're going to play like this relatively around the same level of skill every game. And they scored in the first 10 seconds of this game. I'm like, this is unheard of. Where is this confidence coming from? And we have so much talent and potential. And because our squad is so young, so now we're just gonna live forever like the old legends did. And then that's it. That's it. Zlatan is spreading his knowledge and confidence to the rest of the team. And now we got this next Norwegian guy who I think Zlatan just recruited him because he couldn't find anybody in Sweden. So he's like, let me get a next Scandinavian Ronaldo or whatever, bring him in, and then now we got some nice players.
This was a long episode. Thank you for watching.
Kessie is my favorite player ever.
Follow us on. I'll buy him in FIFA for you. Follow us on at Don't Think Too Hard podcast, at DTH at DT2H podcast on TikTok and Twitter. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the little notification. Whoa, I'm hungry. Hit the little notification, hit the subscribe button, wherever that is. What's another thing that we need to talk about?
Follow us on DSP, download the nonsense or whatever you got. I don't care anymore, bro. Just end the podcast.
Okay.
And comments if you would like us to talk about certain subjects and topics.
Yes, please do. Please do. We talk a lot about random stuff. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Adios.